I'm extremely not impressed right now. It always happens that when you're not recording, the best stuff happens. For some reason, it's just like when the camera turns on, all of a sudden, it's boring shit, or you try to do stuff and it just doesn't work out the way that you planned. Anyway, my GoPro lately has been acting up. It doesn't want to start up. When I disconnect it from the computer, it seizes up and I need to take the battery out. And then it's the first time that this has actually happened to me, but I tried to record. It recorded for like a couple seconds. I watched the numbers start going up as it counted. And then when I was done doing the piece that I was going to do, I looked at my camera and it was back to saying that I had only recorded 2 clips. So I go to push the record button to record again and it won't record. It's stuck. I try to turn it off, it won't turn off. I try to change settings, it won't change settings. I touch the screen and it's non-responsive, so I got to take the battery out. And apparently this has to do with firmware and not updating it, but like, why does a camera need updated firmware to operate? Like, for quite a while it was having issues where when I plugged it up to my computer, it would start downloading, or appear to start uploading rather, files onto my computer, and then all of a sudden it would say, oh, this file and this file and this file couldn't be uploaded, and it was basically none of the stuff was uploaded to my computer after waiting for half an hour. Anyway, let's get to unboxing this thing. Actually, I need to clean up first. I've got a real situation mess on my hands here. So, time lapse. This is what I bought yesterday at Princess Auto. 400 cubic feet per minute air cleaner. Basically, it circulates air through a filter, the same as your furnace filter, but it doesn't heat the air, it just circulates it. So it takes air from the room, passes it through a filter, puts it back into the room. The big advantage of this is that it's not taking air from inside and putting it outside. So in the summertime, it's not going to get stupid hot because you're not sucking the hot air from outside in. And in the wintertime, it's not going to take all the air that you paid to heat up and pump it outside. So I do have a ventilation system and it works fairly well. But in the wintertime, in order to get it to work, it has to pump air outside, so I have to let air come in. So what I have to do is open a window so that the air can circulate. And that gets quite costly because I'm pumping all the air that I'm heating outside. Of course, it's Power Fist from Princess Auto, so it could be good or it could be bad. You know it's going to be Chinese made, almost for certain, because everything is, but yeah, it comes with this thing here that I'll probably just end up throwing right in the garbage. User manual. And then it's even got a handle on it. The unit itself. Uh-oh. I didn't think this through. Alright. All right. It's a cheesy looking remote, but hey, if it does the trick, it does the trick. It takes two AAA batteries that come with it. It says Power Fist right on it, so you know it's good. And it has some hooks that screw into the top of it and some chain. So it's got these hooks that you can screw into the ceiling and then chains. It's actually pretty nice. I was thinking that I would probably come up with my own way to mount it, but yeah, I like that. That's all right. It's got a fuse built onto the front of it here apparently, and buttons so that you can use buttons instead of a remote. So we'll see how much air this moves, and depending on how much air actually passes through it may determine where I put it, because if I put it way up high in the air and all the dust is around my face, then it's not going to be nearly as likely to take care of my dust and asphyxiation problems. And see, the filter comes out easily. Yes, it does, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah, that's nice. And the filter. So I believe you can get these for about 18 bucks on Amazon. And it's of course cheaper for these filters here. Has an airflow arrow on it, so you can't install, well, so that you don't install it wrong. All right. They are right, that is easy. So that's on low. Pretty quiet. Lots of air moving out through this hole. It's dry speed 2. I'm impressed at how quiet it is. All right. First things first, I must say that because it takes air in through the back and pumps it out the front, I probably don't want this side facing out. So hopefully, because it's a RF remote, radio frequency, and not a IR infrared, that means that I can face it away from me and the remote will still work. I guess if I mount it on a bench it doesn't matter too much, but basically with infrared remote you have to have line of sight, so this would have to be able to point right at that, and if you put a wall in the way then it wouldn't work. But with radio frequency it could be outside and still work as long as it's not too far away. Okay, I'm gonna go stand over there and push the button and see what happens. All right, it works. So that means I can pretty much mount it anywhere in the garage and I don't have to worry about actually pointing the remote at it. I can just push the button and it turns on. I personally don't think that it moves enough air so that I can go with my original plan, which was to mount it to the ceiling. What I'll probably do is mount it underneath one of these things here. think I've decided where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to mount it vertically. So the end where the air goes in will be here, and then the end where the air blows out will be up there. And also what I'm going to try to do is hang it from these hooks and chains that it came with and make it so that I can easily take it down. It's fairly light, and I'm just going to have it plugged into the wall, so it's not going to be hardwired. So that means if I am welding over here and it's quite stinky, I can take that and just set it on the bench or set it on the floor somewhere and have it, you know, where I need it if I'm doing something that's really stinky, if I'm grinding or painting or whatever. But for kind of a storage place slash everyday use, it will be mounted there. So let's see what that looks like. All right, see if I can do this without breaking any body pieces. See how it fits before I get my heart set on it. So I think that will work perfect. So now all I need to do is figure out a way to hang it up like that. And it has these mounting points here. What I think I might try to do is just connect using those mounting points and then just let it sit against the 2x4s there. So and plug these back in. This isn't at all necessary, but the nuts, that is. Not necessary, but it'll make me feel better. It'll probably make it easier to put up because when I'm putting it up, these things won't have a tendency to swivel. If you were hanging it from the ceiling, especially if you're just leaving it there, it wouldn't matter too much, but if these hooks happen to flip around like that while I'm trying to put this on, it could end up catching me in the face or something, and that would kind of suck. So now they're on there. I measure the distance apart. It's 14 inches approximately. So now I'll go screw these in. Wait, I only got one. Where's the other one? So I'll go screw these in 14 inches apart out there. Let's see, 2 inches out from the wall. 2 inches out from here. So about there. And 11. That'll do for that one. Now it's at 14 inches, which is here, and 11 inches out, which is here. My girlfriend must have been really hot dogging on her way home because the car smells hot. She drives a little aggressively sometimes. She loves her BMW. So now we just need to hook these chains on and figure out what length is going to work best for us. We'll start out at full length and then adjust it from there. I think it's going to work perfect at full length, except for that. I was hoping that this would sit on there when it was at full length, but it doesn't. So it looks like I'm going to need to also support it from the back side. I could just leave it like that. Let's see what it sounds like there. That's on full power. All right, now, in all seriousness, I do need to figure out a way to level it out. I'm going to put a small hole in the body of it and hook this chain in so that I can then screw this in and hook it. Anyway, I'll just show you guys. 4.5, so 2.25 is about there. See if we can put this screw in there. Ooh, it's probably not the best tip to use for this. All right. Now, I just need to thread a hook in up there, and I can put that up. All right, so I've got it with all the chains in the right place. Now I can simply grab a hold of it, carry it up the ladder, put this hook on the back, and it would just stay like that, but we don't want it to just stay, we want it to stay secure. And there we go, it's mounted. Take the remote and turn it on. Sweet. Cord's the perfect length. I'll probably coil some of it up and I don't know, yeah, probably not. I'll probably just leave it like it is. Anyway, yeah, very much out of the way. Space that I wasn't using. Lots of clearance for the garage door. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Very happy. I'm not sure how much air it's actually moving, and I'm not sure how effective it will be at removing dirt from the air, but only time will tell. A while back I made a video about getting this thing, and I'm trying to figure out how to make better use of it, and I ended up buying some of these bins. They have these, go fold out bins. But I don't really have a good place to put them, so I figure what I'm going to do is try to mount them on here. Remember, always hold a dozen things in your hand when you're trying to do something like this. Alright, we'll line that up with the edge. Right there. Alright, there's one. Let's see if I lined it up properly. Pretty close. Alright. These bins have a neat feature where they lock together. I've decided that because space is at a premium, I'm going to go for broke and yeah, just make my own holes through into the beams. So yeah, I would like to fasten it up at the top, but there's nothing there to fasten to. So what I'm going to do is go through right here. And just go right through the plastic and into the beam. See if this even works. See if the bin still goes in and closes. Oh yeah. It touches, but oh well. Not a big deal. I can live with that. If I was really concerned about it, I could put the bolt in the lathe and take the head down, but I'm obviously not very concerned about it. Still closes. All right. Now I have a whole bunch of bins that I can use to put more junk in. Though it may not look like it, a lot of work goes into these videos. It takes a lot of time to edit and put these things together. I appreciate all the comments that people leave. It's not the busiest channel on the internet, but yeah, I appreciate all the comments that people leave. In the future, I hope to do a video on my ventilation system, which a couple people have asked about. I have built the ventilation system into the ceiling. So there's a vent there just above the tires. There's one here, and then there's one over here. And the switch that controls it is right here. And it's actually kind of neat because it utilizes the joists as a cavity, as a duct, I guess, basically. So that's kind of neat. And also my floor heating system. That's what this kind of box in the corner is for. Inside of here is all the stuff for my in-floor heating. So sometime I might do a video on that if people are interested. This is the thermostat for my floor heater. And then I also have this Mr. Heater 80,000 BTU, and the thermostat for that is here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go in the house and make myself a sandwich, or if my girlfriend's up for it, maybe we'll make a HelloFresh. Maybe we'll make a HelloFresh meal together. That'd be fun. But I kind of feel like just having a sandwich, so maybe I'll just have a sandwich. But anyway, that's the end of the video for today, and I will see you guys next time.